Greetings, my fellow Homo sapiens. It has been a while. Uh, Hi. So, this is sort of a speed build, I guess. Just to sort of catch you up where I've been. It's really more of a channel update, but with the speed build going on in the background to make things better. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Uh, so we're gonna start with the channel update, see how long that takes us, and if there's time left over, I'll talk about pretty much who knows what. If the entire video isn't just this update, then I'll leave a timestamp somewhere if you don't care about any of this and just want to go watch or hear me talk about whatever. So I have notes on this, which is how you know it's serious. So I should probably get to those. I just hope I didn't forget to add anything in the notes. So starting off, what the heck happened? Why did I take a hiatus, I guess you say? Basically why I've been gone so long. And honestly, the answer is burnout. I wasn't really being healthy when doing stuff. I would be staying up till like 2, 3 a.m. just recording and editing a lot of the time because I am 16 and I don't like recording during the daytime because people walk by in the room and in the hallways and I don't want them A, to disturb the audio, and B, to overhear me. I find that super embarrassing. And so I was staying up till 2 to 3 a.m. and that, like, consistently, and that isn't healthy. And I'm saying this as it is about like 2 a.m. as I'm recording this voiceover, but there's a difference between staying up till 2, 3 p.m., not p.m., a.m. every night, or I guess technically morning, and then like doing it once every so often, which is a lot healthier. So that is reason number one. I just got really burnt out. I was staying up super late, it wasn't healthy, and it just made me lose sort of some of that passion. Reason number two is I like using Hydrael as my professional name, and since this is mostly a Sims channel and I don't want to do really anything relating to Sims, like career-wise, I want to work in animation for those who do not know or are not aware. So I wanted to use Hydrail as more of my art account and stuff, and in my head I've always had this sort of like Hannah Montana thing going on where it's like, there's the Hydrail who's into The Sims and does Sims YouTube, and there's the Hydrail that's into art and does art YouTube, and that's really difficult for me to do, especially because I want my friends to follow my art stuff, and I would want them to follow the Hydrail account, but I also find it super embarrassing to have like people I know in real life watch these videos, like people I'm close with, if that makes sense, because then it feels like they can tease me about it as like close friends do, and I'm not sure I'd even share this video on Twitter because I opened my Twitter up to having my actual IRL friends follow it, and part of me doesn't really want them to, I guess, find this. Does that make sense? So, now that you know what happened, the next thing I should probably cover is what's in store for the future. Well, first of all, before the future, I should probably talk about the LPs that are ongoing on my channel, which are Get to Work and Eco Lifestyle, and currently I'm deciding to put both of them on hiatus, and the reason being, Eco Lifestyle, I was just way too rigid. I had this whole big story planned out in my head, and while that's fun, it doesn't really leave a lot of room to grow and evolve and do things, and honestly, I was prioritizing getting the story points over just having fun with the pack, and that's not something I really want to do. And Get to Work is a much more complicated issue because around June, which is actually when I started my hiatus, no, not started around, but we all know Black Lives Matters took a huge surgence, rightfully so, and a spotlight was put on police brutality, and Get to Work has the detective career, where one of the characters in that LP is a police officer, and as a white male I need to, it's my responsibility essentially to educate myself and try to learn some stuff and to be a better supporter and use my privilege. And I'm just not sure, and I'm still not sure, if representing like a police officer, especially when there's no police reform, they're incredibly despicable. All cops are bastards. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It just doesn't quite feel right for me to do that and have a police officer character at the moment. And so that's why Get to Work is going on hiatus, so hiatus means I may return to them at some point. I really like the idea of doing past expansions from The Sims 4, or maybe even other games in the future, and I have an idea going on with that. I mean, heck, I'm doing a base game speed build right now, which, by the way, this thing is completely base game that you're watching me build. So I really like the idea of doing that, but I don't know. So I may return to them to the future. I'm leaving them up for now, but if I decide to want to do like another eco lifestyle or Get to Work LP, but with different characters and different stuff, I'm probably going to remove the ones on my channel currently and just start fresh, start anew, or it's possible I'll return to them and continue from where we left off. So my next point that I have in my notes is upload schedule. So I sort of touched on this earlier, but I'm going to try to have a consistent upload schedule. And that upload schedule is going to be one video every Saturday and Sunday, so one video on weekends, or not one video, so 2 videos a weekend, or pretty much a video every weekend day. And then if I have time, usually over like a break or something, I will go ahead and post videos throughout the weekdays as extra videos, but for the most part I'm going to try to consistently do weekends because I think I can afford to stay up later on the weekends, A, and B, I'm hoping I'm not going to get burnt out because it's not like consistently, it's only 2 days, which would be Friday night and Saturday night, to get the videos done. So I'm hoping that works, and we shall see what happens. I don't know. I don't want to do more than 2 LPs on my channel, so I'm not sure if they would take up both days, or if I do a speed build and then an LP and then alternate LPs each week. I don't know. I don't even have 2 LPs on my channel anymore. And the next thing about the future of the channel is I kind of want to do more variety now. Sims, I love it. It is my passion. It's going through a rough patch, and I'm going to criticize The Sims 4 to death. But I want to make videos on other things, you know? Like, I'm super big into art and animation. Like I said, I want to be an animator. So, I might make art videos that aren't necessarily Sims related. I might make videos on other games, like, for instance, very recently Monster Camp released, which is the sequel to Monster Prom, and I do kind of want to make videos on it. It's a bit raunchy, it's very explicit, but I kind of do want to make videos on it. And another thing is, I really like reading webtoons, and part of me really likes the idea of making webtoon reviews from now and then, but since it's probably mainly going to be Sims, because even though I'm interested in art and animation as a career, Sims just keeps calling me to make videos and Let's Plays on and all this stuff, which is why I'm returning as Snowy Escape. I really want to do something with that. That's what inspired me to return. And so it's going to be a lot of weird mishmash of content. I've decided that, well, it's probably going to be mostly Sims on this channel, just because that's my interest in what I enjoy doing. I also want this channel to be a mishmash of just all the things I like, and if that means webtoon reviews, or art videos, or other non-Sims games, then that is what it means. Now, I think that actually closes off our channel update. So, with that said, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this. This is a complete base game build, and honestly, the base game Create-A-Sim has aged really well. not create a sim, sorry, build by. It has aged really well. Like, I can use these objects with other objects, unlike create a sim, where it feels very much so, like, you can tell that certain assets were made after, like, more present than other assets, just because of how they look. And so, I was really interested in revisiting the base game, and that might be a potential video in the future, maybe even an LP. Who knows? Anyway, I don't know, I like this build. It's a wild, weird mish of just color mess. There's not really a lot of matching colors, I'm sure. I mean, Delicacy, James Turner, all those big things, all those big, like, game changer builders are probably rolling in their, beds, because they're not dead. Just looking at sort of the mishmash of colors, especially in the sort of central room, but it's very crowded, and I like that. It feels very homely. But this is a 5 Sims starter home, so yeah, I think that's fun. I added a toddler bed and forgot to add a toddler toilet, but I added that after the camera cut. So yeah, I don't know. Building this, I was actually watching Song of the Sea, which, it's a movie, it's on Netflix, it's by Cartoon Salon, which is probably my favorite animation company, animation studio. Sorry, Disney. If you haven't seen Song of the Sea, it's on Netflix, check it out. It's really, I showed it to my mom, and she thought it looked better than a Ghibli film. So, you can use that for context on whether or not you should watch Song of the Sea or not. It's just a really beautiful story, and I could not recommend it enough. So, yes, you should definitely check out Song of the Sea. It's just really beautiful, really amazing, and if you like that one, or even if you don't like that one, Cartoon Saloon also has another movie on Netflix called The Breadwinner. That is a little bit more serious, not as childish than Song of the Sea, but it's still a very good movie and piece of animation. And I promise this isn't sponsored. I'm not even big enough to get a sponsor. I just really appreciate animation, and I really appreciate Cartoon Saloon's animation. And I've been rewatching their films because I'm super excited for their upcoming film, Flocker. I recently got an iPad, which just happened to come with, lucky me, or not even, like a full year free worth of Apple TV. And their Cartoon Saloon's next movie, Wolfwalkers, is going to be on Apple TV, so I am very, very excited for that. It looks so good. I just really love this cartoon making company. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, also, I don't know. How are we feeling about Snowy Escape? I think it's pretty cool. I'm actually relatively excited for it. I actually have a video idea, that I got sort of inspired by Snowy Escape, but I sort of had a video idea where maybe, like, ranking the Sims 4 expansion pack announcement trailers based on how well they work as, like, expansion pack announced trailers. So almost sort of objectively, though everything, I guess, has some sort of opinion to it. I don't know. If people are watching this far in the video, let me know. What do you think? Is this something that you would want, something that would interest you? I'm definitely gonna do a Let's Play on it. I have an idea for a Let's Play. Sorry, I'm out of the channel update section, but I'm gonna say this a bit. Yeah, I have an idea for a Let's Play. I'm thinking maybe like one older Let's Play, like of an older Sims expansion pack or just something, and then one newer, and then like one of like the new expansion pack or game pack or something whenever that announces, or maybe a mini series would be a third. So I don't know. It's weird if I'm doing only like 2 guaranteed uploads a week. I'll have to figure it out. It'll be fine. School's pretty. Speaking of it'll be fine, and the reason I say that is school's pretty great, and I'm thinking school because, well, I have a teacher who is in a constant state of stress and is always just saying it's going to be fine. And she's my favorite teacher, though she's my art teacher, and I have to do like a full-on oil paint, and it's due on Tuesday, and I only have and I have barely any of it done because I also have a history project due Monday where I have to draw 2 full-on political cartoons and then write essentially an essay that it's like, oh, a letter as if I was an immigrant and writing back home. So that's my school work in a nutshell. It's very stressful. I feel like I rarely get to enjoy my weekends because I always have something going on. Hey, I remembered a bin. I didn't get an outside one, but it's on the inside that matters. Anyway, I'm gonna log off now. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. It really helps me out, especially this early on and with this small channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.